again. I am Dr. Lauren Heinen. I'm with Heinen Physical Therapy. My YouTube channel is Cheetah Chick Pilates. We're going to do a little reformer class today. This one's going to be a little bit shorter, a little under 30 minutes. We're going to do some abdominals and we're going to really work our hips. I'm going to do a couple things that I really love to do with knee patients to help with quad control and also with knee flexion and extension range of motion. And we'll also just get a really good workout in too. Before we begin, I want you to really just kind of calm your mind and relax and know that you deserve this half hour of time for you to work on you, whether it is you're watching it to learn for a knee population of patients, whether, if you're a healthcare professional trying to learn, or if you're just here because you want to get a reformer workout in. You deserve it. You need to fill up your cup first before you can pour from it. So let's get started. We're going to log roll down. We're going to start a little bit differently than usual today. I'm going to make sure my headrest is down to start. And my feet are going to go on the platform and not the foot bar. Palms are up, collarbones are wide, abdominals pull in. Keeping my collarbones wide, I'm going to flip the palms down without losing any of that width. Opening up my chest to the ceiling, taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, allowing my brain to settle just a bit, and one more in through the nose and out through the mouth. So we're going to start nice and easy, and we're just going to do a little bit of bridging. We're going to engage the abdominals. We're going to start to tuck the tailbone, relax the head and neck. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time until we get to the top. We're going to hold it here for a moment. We'll inhale at the top. Before we exhale, I want you to relax everything around the front of your neck. And then just progressively relax down, segment by segment from there. I want you to feel like each spinous process gets its own time to move. Lots of segmental mobility of the spine until our sacrum hits, until our tailbone hits. We're not going to anteriorly tilt here too much. We're just going to press that tailbone in, and then we're going to inhale, exhale, start to tuck the tailbone and roll back up. Hold for a moment at the top, and then lower back down. Pull those abdominals in nice and tight. I want you to feel the support of your abdominals through your spine. Two more. And lower. And last one. We're going to hold it up there. We're going to pulse. We're going to drop an inch and lift an inch. Drop an inch, lift an inch, all the while pushing through the center of your heels. And I also want you to feel like your heels are pulling towards one another. They're not going anywhere. It's just the sensation of pulling them together. Two more. And one, and lower it all the way down. Now we're going to bring our feet all the way together. Heels are still our focal point, our pressing point through the platform, but you're going to squeeze everything really tight together. Your thighs, your knees, your ankles, and then your abdominals pulling tight. And same thing. We're going to lift up into our bridge, relax the front of the neck to initiate coming down, finding yourself becoming long as you lengthen away from your head. Squeezing your thighs together like you have one mermaid fin. And up, really squeezing the knees and the thighs together. Abdominals are squeezing in. And lower down. Two more here. And this will surprisingly make your inner thighs feel like they're burning pretty quick. You're going to feel it working. And lower down. And one more. Woo! Bringing it up, holding it there, and while maintaining that inward pressure or inward squeeze. We're going to lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower down. Oh, let those knees fall out to the side. That was a good one. That was a nice way to really wake the body up and let us know that it's time to work. Okay, changing direction a little bit. We're going to take our legs and we're going to drape them over the foot bar, and we're going to make sure we're scooted down from our shoulder blocks just a bit. Abdominals are going to pull in. Now, a couple things we can do here. We're just going to go for a roll up with the bar. We're going to bring the arms out from the shoulders. You're going to inhale to prepare, and you're going to exhale and come up and sit tall, and then roll back down. We're going to do 6 of them. Slowly roll up. Good. Try to keep your knees long. Resist the urge to hook them over the bar in order to give yourself a little assistance up. Really use those abdominals. Sit up tall at the end. Lower down. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. Lowering 1 vertebrae at a time. And 1 more. And lower down. Good. Okay. So now we're going to place our heels on the bar, and we're going to go through a quick footwork sequence that I really love. I have 3 reds on. So from here, abdominals pull in. Your tailbone is just gently pressing into the carriage, or just feel like it's heavy down towards the carriage. And we're going to push out and in. I have about a fist distance in between my heels, and I'm going to be going a little bit more quickly. So pressing out, feeling long at the end, and then coming back in and out. And you're still going to feel that sensation of fighting the springs, and you're pulling yourself back to that stopper. You're the one in control there. We got 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it in. And then we're going to change. I always like to bring the carriage all the way to the stopper before moving my feet to the new position. We're wide on the bar now. Slight turn out of the hips. Pushing out and in. And you want to feel like your thighs are wrapping to come to that extended position. And then back in. And press out. And in. 4 more. 3. 2. And now we're going to come to first position, and we push out and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, really pulling our abdominals in still, trying to relax the tension in the front of your feet, 2, and 1. Good. So now we're going to bring it back to our initial position of neutral rotation and hip width apart, but I'm on the ball of my foot. Keeping my heel in the high heel position, I'm going to push out and in. And 5, 6, 7. On this next one, we're going to bring it in halfway. And from here, we're going to drop our heels and lift our heels without allowing movement from the carriage. So I'm isolating the movement at my ankles. And you're going to really feel this in your quads. Abdominals pull in. 3 more. 2. 1. We're going to push it all the way out and come back in. We're going to take that to toes wide on the bar. So we're just repeating the foot positions and adding our little twist to it. And 4. Trying to make sure all 10 toes are touching, even in this externally rotated position. next one we'll bring it in half of the way, and then just the heels for 8, 7, 6, 5. You can put your finger kind of where the carriage meets the frame to make sure that that carriage isn't moving. 2, and push all the way out. And in, last one in the series, in that Pilates V. You're going to push it out and in for 8, high heel position. And 8, bring it in halfway, and then just the heels, lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push all the way out. And now let's bring it back to neutral position, and we're going to run in place. Time to stretch those calves out. You deserve it. We've got 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Placing the heel on top of the bar for a little additional stretch. And then we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. And bring it back in. So now we're going to roll back up, and we're going to change our spring tension to a red and a blue. So next up we're going to go into semicircle. So getting into semicircle is always tricky. We're going to come down, we're going to take our thumbs and place it on the shoulder block. Heels are on the bar, and now we're going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until our arms are all the way extended. Shoulder blades are still on the carriage. And we're going to go ahead and push all the way out. See how my butt is still lifted here? I'm going to allow it to lower until it touches the springs. And then we're going to come back in and then slowly bridge up. Okay, nice articulation there. So we're making a circle with the pelvis. We're going to come all the way in. Now, for your knee patients, this is going to be an end of rehab exercise. This is going to be somebody who is far away from a surgery, far away from the big pathology of their knee injury, and pretty well recovered, because this is going to allow us to get a real good range of knee flexion. Hold it there, and now we're going to reverse our direction, bringing it in, lowering it down. Try not to let the carriage push out until you reach the bottom, and then press it. And up, lower it down, press it out, and up, press it down, lower it down, and up. Now here is the tricky part. You're going to try to bring it all the way in to the stopper, grabbing the bar, and getting just the most delightful quad stretch. This is really, really opening up the hips. I want you to squeeze your butt, really squeeze those glutes for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax the glutes. And then squeeze the glutes, press the front of the hip forward, 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 and relax. You're going to come grab onto that shoulder block, scoot it in, scoot it in, scoot it in, and bring the carriage to the stopper. Legs come back. We're going to roll back up for another spring change. I recommend a red. You may be more comfortable on a blue. Do what works best for you. So we're going to lay on our side, and we're going to do some feet and strap work. So especially with knee patients, it's very important to get that hip nice and strong, the lateral hip nice and strong. So from here, we're going to take this leg out. The The bottom leg is underneath us, just going along for the ride. Our abdominals are pulling in, hips are stacked. And so we're gonna bend at the knee and press for 8. And this is a real hip burner. Try to keep the strap in line with your tibia. And 8. And now from here, the leg is going to come forward and back. We're going to turn the toe out, and we're going up to the ceiling. Oh, and back down. Abdominals are pulling in, and you want to feel nice and long through the bottom obliques. We're going to go into circles. So now circles, we're going to come forward first, then up, and bring it back down. And we're just going to do 4 to each direction. Hold it here, and we're going to go the opposite way. Sweep it back first, then up, and then forward. Sweep it back, and up, and forward, and 3, and up, and forward. Last one, and up. And we're going to bring it here, right in front of us. Okay, so we're kind of in the middle of fully extended through the hip and fully flexed through the hip at about a little more than 45 degrees. So from here, you're going to keep the carriage from moving. And again, you can put your hand here to make sure that you're not going anywhere. We're going to do 8 lift and lower. So we're lifting to about 6 inches. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it here, and then from here we're going to go higher. That's our new starting point. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. We're going to go the whole distance. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cheating a little bit. 6. I felt that carriage move. 7 and 8. Whew! And bring it in. Okay. Go ahead and drop your strap. Good. We're going to get up. And we're going to turn to the other side. So now we take it to the other side. Get down on your side first. Leg goes in. And from here, we're going to bend. Now from here you can see that we want to extend all the way through the hip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to go forward and back. 6, 7, and 8. And then we go up and down. now we circle. We come forward first, then up. Note how I'm trying to keep my carriage pretty still when I transition. And then we go the opposite way. I reach the top, my strap stays, and then I swing back. And 4, holding it here, and take it down and up about 6 inches. You want to make sure you have a nice line of pull. 5, 6, 7, hold it here. From there we go up 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down and up, full distance, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and bring it in, and then go ahead and come out of there. Woo-wee! Go ahead and hang your strap up, and then we'll recover our other strap. I think we'll be okay on one red, but feel free to drop to a blue if you need to. Okay. I'm going to put my headrest down because that's where my feet are going to go. I'm going to grab my straps. I'm going to grab below the D-ring. If you need more, you can grab up on the little rubber part around the strap. But I think this will be enough for me. Maybe I'll grab at the D-ring. I'm going to sit tall, center myself in the carriage, and then I'm going to roll back. So we're going to get a little bit of abdominals, a little bit of arms here. Hold for a moment, and then we're going to come back up and sit up. So with these, I want you to really think about hollowing out that core. Belly button is pulling in as you roll back, and I want you to feel like your pubic bone is reaching up to the xiphoid process of your rib cage. So right at the bottom of that center sternum bone in the rib cage. And then we'll come back up. We have 2 more. And then of course we're going to make it harder because this is Pilates and that's what we do. And last one, we're going to hold it there. One leg's going to come up and the other leg is going to come up. From here, we're going to keep that curl of the pelvis, but then we're going to lower down and up, down and up. Try not to let the carriage move as we do so. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. We're going to come tall, but we're going to keep our legs right where they are and kind of half of a teaser, and then we're going to pull out. Ooh, and keep your balance. I wasn't ready for it. Pull out to a T. Now, as you pull out to a T, I want you to really feel those shoulder blades coming together and down. Whoop, don't lose it. Stay tall. Abdominals pull in. Good. You want to make sure that you control your arms and that you're using nice muscular endurance and you're not using momentum. Otherwise, you're going to take a topple. One more. Now from here, we're going to roll back down, tuck the tailbone, rolling down, and then we are going to turn. So both of our straps come with our chest, and we're going to come up. We're going to lower down and turn like you're steering a big steering wheel, and then up a little bit. The movement is small, but it's so mighty. And up, back down, turn, and up, back down, turn, and up, back down, turn, and up. We're going to take it down, and now we're going to stay down, and we're going to rotate, rotate, rotate like you're driving that big wheel, rotate. Woo-wee. 4, 3,
take it to center, and we're going to send one leg and then the other for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep the tension out of your neck. 1, legs back to tabletop. Come all the way up, lower them down. Hang your straps up. Go ahead and take a big deep breath. And let it out. Good job. That was a tough one.